Hello there and welcome back. In this video, I'm going to show you how you can use Buildah to create images that can be consumed by Podman. So with Podman, by default, you don't have your ability to create images, build images. And that's why you need an external system called Buildah to do that. And basically that's what we are going to see. In order to use Buildah, we will need to install the package with the sudo command. And once the package is installed, we have two options to build the images. One is basically using a Docker file. The other is basically using Buildah commands in a script. And this allows you to customize your builds pretty much in a, well, let's say, decent way. So you have the Buildah images command, build images, and this is going to show you the images which are on your system. And the Podman PS is going to show that I have an image which is a local registry, basically. The first one is going to be mkdir demo. And inside this demo, we are going to create a Docker file. And this Docker file is going to contain a simple Fedora image. We will assign the label maintainer and the description. And we are going to install HTTPD, create the welcome, index HTML, expose it on port 80. And this is going to be the process that we want to run. And now what we can do is to use the Buildah build-t my Fedora HTTPD latest with the dot. And this is going to pull the Fedora image, then execute the commands, and then create the image. As you can see now, it's running the DNF install command. And after that, once it completes, it is going to show under the images that we have a repository in the localhost, and it has the my Fedora image installed. Good. For whatever reason, the internet provider is playing not so nice recently. And this is why the speed of these commands is kind of bad, so to speak. But great. Now there were some errors retrieving from Fedora. And hopefully it should succeed once the installation is done. Buildah, by the way, has a GitHub repository where you will find anything that you need to get started with it. So successfully tagged my Fedora HTTPD. So if we list with the Buildah, we can see that the Fedora image is here. And we have our customized image as well. So now we can take it for a test drive. And we would like to run an instance of this image. And it will be called my Fedora HTTPD. Port is 7070 mapped to port 80 on TCP. And this is going to be the image that we are running. And the Podman PS is going to show us that now two images are running. And we can use the curl command, and then we see the response. It was okay. And this is going to be the message which we built. What we can also do is to use multi-stage builds. Let's create a multi-stage build folder. And with the Docker file, this is what we are going to put in there. Multi-stage builds in Podman with Buildah work the same way as it would with Docker. So we have the first stage, which is going to build our image, and then we are going to use our other one to copy the image. And once this is done, we can use the build. We can see step 1 of 2, 2 of 2. And once this is done, we can use the following command to take it for a test drive. So we basically run it, and we can see that it's now also running, and we can use the localhost 8080 with curl HTTP, and we can see that the multi-stage has succeeded. All right. Now I want to show you how you can use the scripted approach. And for this, we are going to create a make container.sh, and let's touch it, and chmod +x, and then enter it. So if we want, we can use the Buildah commands, and we take a container from Fedora latest, issue the Buildah config, then the Buildah run to run the commands. As you can see, this is the variable for the image where it's captured, and we are referencing that image via the variable. Apart from that, it's pretty much the same. So make container bash, and we will see from the output that this is basically the same. All right. And once this is complete, we will see how we can use volumes with the help of Buildah. But we are going to take this container to a test drive. Let's wait for it to download. And let's wait for it. Wait for it. This is, by the way, a slogan for a Data Hero, Dazzle. Not Dazzle, Witch Doctor. Witch Doctor. He has this saying, when you cast the maledict and it is likely to finish an enemy hero, wait for it, wait for it. Okay, so now you can see the image has been created, and then we can run it with the following command, and then we can use the curl to test it and Buildah rules. So Podman ps-a, and now we have our container there. And of course, we can use the Buildah inspect, and we can specify any kind of image, and once we inspect it, you can see that this is the output. This is a pretty detailed output from the container, but that's it. So how do we use volumes and volumes in the file system? Basically, what we can do is to issue the Buildah unshare command, and as you can see, now we have the option to use the Buildah mount, and we specify the image name. So we want to mount the file system of the container, and now here we have the file system for the container. And basically, this is the root file system, and this is what's used by the image when you run it. And you should be able to find under the, where is it? var www.html, the index.html. And if we cat the content, we can see this is the one that the Nginx server uses for response. And we can also log in to the Docker registry with Buildah. We can specify our username. And let me grab the command from Scopio tutorial. And Scopio, this is going to be the Docker pet, the personal access token. And now the login has succeeded. And what we can do with this is to use the Buildah push. And I can say that I want to push my Buildah images. I want to push the multi-stage build. So Buildah push localhost mstage, and I want to specify that this is going to be the remote address. So mstage latest. And after the process completes, we are going to be able to check it on our Docker hub. So this should be the reaper.py mstage hub.docker.com and reaper.py mstage, and this was just uploaded. This is the image with the latest tag. And now you can reuse basically this image with Docker or Podman or whatever compatible one we are using. And one last thing, Buildah images. If we want, we can rename a given image. So Buildah rename my Buildah Fedora to my Buildah renamed. And then we check the images and we should be able to see the renamed my Buildah Fedora rename. It doesn't exist. What? It doesn't show the renamed image, but it says when I want to rename it again that it doesn't exist. So anyway, that was all I wanted to show you. See you in the next one.